With a quick look around, I realized that a lot of players don't actually understand the real power of weapon attachments and don't put much thought into choosing them. That's why in this video, we're going to rank the top 5 best attachments for each weapon. I'm not ranking every single attachment, I'm only showing you the top 5 best ones for each weapon. Yeah, it's a bit clickbait, I'll admit, but hey, that's how you ended up here, watching this video. So if you want to get the most out of your weapons, let's get started. Number 5, Horror's Lucky Knob. By equipping this attachment on your axe, you get a chance to build up enemy stun every time you throw your axe at their weak points. These weak points can be areas like the head or legs. While landing precise throws on these spots can be challenging, once you master it, you'll be able to take full advantage of this attachment's benefits. Another great feature is that it provides the highest luck boost among all axe attachments, which is definitely a solid bonus. That said, if you're looking for even stronger options, I suggest you keep watching the video. Number 4, Grip of Radiant Reflection. If you enjoy throwing your axe, then this attachment was made for you. Every time you throw your axe at enemies, you charge a portion of your permafrost skill, allowing you to access it faster. And if you're skilled enough to hit enemy weak points, your permafrost meter fills up even more, which feels like a nice reward for your precision. Landing consecutive axe throws isn't that difficult, and with a bit of speed and accuracy, you can build up a significant amount of your permafrost skill in no time. On top of that, it also increases your strength stat, giving you a solid damage boost overall. Number 3, Grip of the Nine Realms. One of the most popular attachments among players and a frequent pick in many ranking lists is this one right here. Its effect is simple. Activate your permafrost skill and time slows down for a few seconds. During this slow motion window, you can take full advantage for 2 main reasons. First, enemies are slowed and vulnerable, meaning they can't really do anything except take your hits. Second, since permafrost is active, your attacks hit much harder, allowing you to deal massive damage. This combination of time slow plus active permafrost is exactly why this attachment is so popular among players. On top of that, among all attachments in the game, it ranks number 1 in cooldown and number 2 in runic attack. And if you're wondering why higher runic attack matters, it increases the damage and effectiveness of your runic abilities. Number 2, Grip of Healing Harmony. If you're a skilled and experienced player, this attachment was made for you. Simply fully charge your permafrost skill, and from that point on, every successful hit on enemies will restore a portion of your health. Just keep in mind that while this is active, enemies can also deal more damage to you. Why is this one so close to my heart? Because with a bit of precision and skill, you can refill your health bar from almost empty, all by just hitting enemies and avoiding damage yourself. This attachment really shines in boss fights, especially when there are no items or healing stones around to restore your health. At that moment, it can keep you alive and pull you back from the brink of death. On top of that, it provides the highest defense boost among all attachments in the game, which is a huge bonus in any fight. Number 1, Stonecutter's Knob. This attachment adds an extra hit for bonus damage. Equip Stonecutter's Knob, and at the end of your light attack, a wave will shoot out, dealing additional damage. Ever since I got this attachment in the game, I've never unequipped it, and even while making this video, I'm still using it. I highly recommend you do the same. Once you get used to it, giving it up feels impossible. You'll constantly be waiting at the end of your combos for that icy wave to hit your enemies. A fun fact, according to its description, this attachment once belonged to a legendary light elf who could effortlessly slice through enemies with it. On top of that, it gives a significant boost to strength and defense, which makes the attachment even more valuable. These were my top 5 axe attachments, and now it's time to move on and check out 5 of the best spear attachments. Number 5, Warrior's Echo Sarautor. Before we dive into this attachment, there's something you need to know. To use it effectively, you must have a companion with you. Your companion applies the sonic element to enemies, that green effect created by their arrows. Once enemies are afflicted with sonic, that's when the real power of this attachment kicks in. You can deal bonus damage to sonic afflicted enemies and even charge your Maelstrom skill at the same time. On top of that, it also boosts your strength and runic attack stats, making this attachment even more valuable. Number 4. Hind of Deadly Vitality. This attachment is pretty simple and straightforward. Every kill you get with the spear gives you a moderate chance to restore some of your health. It can be really useful when fighting groups of enemies, since each kill gives you a chance to regain health. However, in boss fights, equipping this attachment is almost pointless. Its perk doesn't activate because there are no kills to trigger the health restoration. That's all there is to say about this one, so let's move on to the next attachment on our list. Number 3. Hind of the Nine Realms. This attachment does exactly the same thing as the Grip of the Nine Realms. After activating your Maelstrom skill, it slows down time, giving you the perfect opportunity to hit enemies with full power. Since we already covered this effect earlier with the axe attachments, and this one works in the exact same way, I won't go into too much detail to keep the video from getting boring. Just know that it also boosts your luck and vitality stats. Number 2. Hind of Attuned Elements. After fully afflicting your enemies with fire or frost using your blades or axe, it's time to pick up your spear and equip this attachment to deal bonus damage. With this attachment, any enemy that is burning or frosted will take extra damage when hit with your spear. Keep in mind, the enemy must be affected by fire or frost first. Otherwise, the perk won't activate. You need to use one of your other weapons to apply the element before this attachment can take effect. Another great bonus of this attachment is the runic attack boost, which is the highest among all spear attachments. Number 1. Hind of the Four Winds. If your heavy spear hits aren't enough, this attachment adds an extra wave at the end of your combo, pushing your damage to the maximum. Among all spear attachments, this one provides the highest strength boost, which is a huge advantage. Personally, I prefer using this attachment over any other spear attachment because it not only increases my strength, but also adds that finishing wave at the end of my attacks for some serious damage. I highly recommend giving it a try. With that, we're done with the spear attachment rankings, and now it's time to move on to the top 5 blade attachments. I think this list will be quite different from what you expect, and most likely the attachments I cover aren't the ones you had in mind. Let's start with number 5 on the blade list, Pommels of Brutal Might. This attachment is all about defense. Every time you grab an enemy or perform a finisher, you gain a portion of strength as a reward. Since grabbing enemies happens frequently in the game, equipping this attachment can be a smart choice. However, in boss fights where grabbing them isn't really possible, the perk loses its value and becomes practically useless. Another great thing about this attachment is that it provides the highest defense boost among all your blade attachments. That said, I think there are better attachments later in the list, so don't write off Pommels of Brutal Might too quickly. It still has its merits. Number 4. Pommels of the Undying Spark. As you probably know, when an enemy's status bar is full and they are burning, the fire gradually drains their health. This attachment amplifies that burn damage, making the enemies take significantly more damage while on fire, which can be extremely useful during gameplay. If your playstyle relies heavily on Flame Whiplash, then this attachment is practically a must-have. Flame Whiplash depends on enemies being on fire, and this attachment boosts the damage they take from burning, making it far more effective for you. Number 3. Pommels of Burning Unity. When your enemies are on fire, their burn status bar gradually drains and the flames eventually subside. But if you equip this attachment, the burn bar drains 15% slower. In other words, enemies stay on fire 15% longer. That's not all. If you hit enemies while they're burning, your immolation skill charges faster than usual, making this attachment even more useful. On top of that, it provides the highest runic stat among all blade attachments. If boosting your runic attack damage is important to you, this attachment is definitely worth using. Number 2. Pommels of the Nine Realms. If you've made it this far in the video, you probably already have a good idea of what this attachment does. Just like its namesakes for the axe and spear, this attachment slows down time. To activate it, simply use your immolation skill, and immediately after activation, you'll notice time slowing down for a short duration. Since we already covered this attachment in the other weapon sections, I won't spend too much time on it. That said, let's move on to the number 1 blade attachment, which I think is truly amazing. Number 1. Radiant Warden Handles. If you've watched the video from start to finish, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like. And even if you skipped straight to this final part to see what the number 1 blade attachment is, I'd still ask you to like and comment. This attachment isn't just a simple tool, it's basically a game-breaking hack that elevates your gameplay to a whole new level. It's so good that you might find yourself asking, how have the developers not nerfed this yet? To use it, simply start swinging and spinning your blades. It protects you from 95% of enemy projectiles, and you can even redirect them back at your enemies. With this attachment, you no longer need to constantly dodge or parry. You can effortlessly deflect and neutralize enemy attacks with your blade swings. Practically, many bosses and enemies lose a significant portion of their power against you when this attachment is equipped. And if all that isn't enough, it also has the best cooldown reduction of all blade attachments, letting you use your skills and runic attacks more often. That wraps up today's ranking. For more rankings, whether from this game or others coming in the future, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything.